Hey guys, I'm Sebastian, host of Ninth Island Connection. You know who we are. Today, what I'm going to be doing for you for Aloha Shoyu is making you my tenderloin, pork tenderloin that I'm going to be grilling tomorrow, but I'm going to marinate this tonight. So let's get right into the ingredients. First, I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to use some Aloha Shoyu. I'm going to use low sodium for this one here. Some Worcestershire. Don't come at me if I pronounce it wrong. Some of that stuff. Yellow mustard. I'm going to use some honey. I'm going to be using some garlic powder. Not garlic salt, just garlic powder. I'm going to be using some parsley. If you want to use fresh, go ahead, but this is all I have in the house. And then some salt and pepper. And I'm going to drop in some fresh lemon juice. Now, if you have just a little container of lemon juice, if that's easier for you, you can go ahead and use that. I'm also going to be adding some minced garlic. So that's the ingredients there. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put this together in a bowl. So I've made this recipe many times. So you saw me here just kind of pouring in. I'm going to put in the descriptions below the measurements that you can try. But you know what? These are all friendly ingredients. So if you like something a little bit sweeter, add a little bit more honey. If you want a little bit more Worcestershire, right, to get a little more tartness to it, totally up to you as far as that. I'm going to put some guidelines in the description below though. So now that we have everything in the bowl, I'm just going to grab my little whisker here and just whisk it up. You're going to want to hold the bowl because the honey will go straight to the bottom and stick to the bottom of the dish there. Get this all mixed. See, still get a little bit of honey there. So now I have this all good and blended. So if you've never done this before and you're unsure with the measurements, like I said, maybe you want a little bit more honey, maybe a little less garlic, or you don't want any garlic at all. Nothing here is gonna hurt you if you just take a little taste, right? So you can just always just grab a little sample right there. I like it. I like it. I think this is ready, for me at least, but you taste yours and see what you think. Now it's time to get the pork. All right guys, so I got my pork loin here and I had to take a break there because I had to make sure this thing was rinsed, patted dry, nice and clean for you guys. So last two steps are the easiest. I have a fork that I'm gonna use to just poke some holes in here. Now this pork loin is already tender. You can see it, look how easy that goes in. It's already tender. The reason that I do this is so that in the fatty areas here, the marinade will soak right in. So I'm gonna flip this guy over. Look how pretty that is. I'm gonna do like this. Nice and tender. Easy, right? Okay. That one there. That's a big guy. Look at that. Perfect. I'm gonna take this, right in. Look at that. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna squeeze the air out like that on the Ziploc. That way it's all nice and happy. So you see, I lay it down there. Squeeze all the air out. So now that I have it like this, and you saw that I laid it in kind of like this, right? Long ways. So when I put it in the fridge, you want to make sure you lay it flat like that. So I'll lay it like this, and then tomorrow morning when I get up, I'll go ahead and flip it over to the other side like that. And I'm going to let this soak or marinate in the fridge there for at least 12 hours before I cook it. And then we'll come back tomorrow, put this on the grill. All right, guys, so it's been about 18 hours for this. You know, there's gonna be different recipes online that are gonna say 24 hours, no less than 2 hours. This recipe right here that was handed down to me, the person that handed it down to me actually said that you could put this in the fridge, marinated for up to 3 days. Not sure about that. I've never marinated anything that long. But you guys let me know. Comment below. What do you guys recommend for marinating stuff? Is it 2 hours? Is it 24? 3 days? Like the person that gave me this recipe right here. You guys let me know. Comment below. Anyhow, this is ready for the grill. I'm just going to be...
Pretty.
All right, guys, so here we are. Now, you remember earlier there was one big piece. So there was just a line of like fat in the center, and they were so tender that during cooking, they just ripped apart into two separate pieces here. So you have one side of it here, and there was a fat right in the center, and then it tore apart, and now we have this part right here.